Well, I decided to make another cookie clock. I made a couple. One was a gift and one sold pretty quick, a mesquite one. So I'm going to make one out of this shaggy bark cedar. And it's going to be my second use of the slap stitcher to put these bow ties in. So that'll be another good test and practice of the slap stitcher. Got a mechanism here. I got some hands. I'm not going to necessarily use that color. I just flipped them over white so they show up a little better. We'll decide on the color of them later. And I'm probably going to put some either black buttons or maybe brass inset for at least the 12, 3, 6, and 9 positions, I think. So let's get on this thing. Okay, here we go. I'm getting ready to put in the first of the 3 bow ties with the slab stitcher system. So here I've got the template for a small one. I got a small one going there, a large one there. Excuse me. And another small one over here somewhere. So anyway, here's the first small one. So I got it clamped down. I put it right at the edge of the bench. Sometimes you got to get a little creative on clamping this down depending on the size of your piece. This worked pretty good, just moving it to the edge of the bench. 2 clamps. It's not going anywhere, so we'll get the router going. Okay. Roll it. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Get them doggies rolling, rolling. Okay, here's a medium-sized one. I'll tell you, you don't gotta nip much off the corners. Just a tiny bit. I think that's got it. Give that a square up the corner. Okay, all ready for, I'm going to epoxy these in. So grab the 15-minute epoxy and mix them up. Okay, I deshagged the bark. Used a wire brush and just my fingers. Got all the loose stuff off. Now I'm going to pull out the Porter cable restorer and give it a buffing all the way around. One 150 or 180 sand here. Okay, got my center where I want for the clock. Now I'm just going to drill a pilot hole all the way through and flip it over and come to mark me from the back to try my Forstner bit. Got this 3 1/8 inch Forstner. Sometimes these cookies are pretty tough to cut that way. If it's too hard, then I'll switch over and go with a router and a fixture I got. Okay, I got the hole for the clock mechanism routed out as deep as it needs to be. About a 1/2 inch left thickness there, which works out good for the length of my shaft on my clock mechanism. So, I think I had put, when I use these for centerpieces for the weddings, I put these back here to support the cracks. I think I'm going to put one here on the back. I'm going to put a 20 biscuit across there to help support that there. And then it does have the dog bones on, or the bow ties on the other side, 3 of them. So, but just one here just to make me feel a little better. That, then we'll do this biscuit across there, then whack it off. Then we'll have from the back side 4 of these cracks secured, as you can see these ones I put in here previously, and then 3 bow ties on the other side, so should be pretty solid. Okay, there it is. Hi, Jax. Hi, dog. How you doing? So we'll let that set up. And we'll cut that off with a little Japanese saw. Good to go. Okay, this is coat 2 on the top. Okay, I'm drilling the holes for the intermediate markers. I have one here in already, little button here. And I'm going to use something different for the 12, 3, 6, 9 positions, but This is what I'm using. I'm just cutting the stem off a little bit. Like I said, there's one in the hole. So, got these things all lined up from my fixture. And there we go. Not be very deep. We'll be able to stay. Nope. It needs to do. I have arms. Just can't just run this up this one. No. One more, angle. And that's 6 o'clock there. Get a little bit right here. I think this is my last hole here. I turned the camera on and I drilled about 3 of them, and then the camera kicked off and I realized I didn't have it on and it auto shut off. So lined up, turn it on. There. And again, these are the little things that are going in these. So 2, 4, 6, 8. And these 4 are getting something different that I haven't quite settled on yet. Okay, here I'm cutting the little chingaderas off of the chingadera. Without cutting my fingers, hopefully. I just barely need a little piece sticking out. And keep these things from flying all over the freaking shop. You know? Okay, there's the 8 chingaderas in between the 12, 3, 6, and 9 markers. Those will get a hair darker, which I don't know. I might test one and see how dark it gets, because I might want to paint those. I don't want them to blend in too much. So now I gotta figure out for sure what I'm gonna do here for the main markers. Okay, and I just drilled the holes for the 12, 3, 6, and 9 locations. It's going to be a little bigger. Decided I'm going with the little bigger wood things here, wood buttons, and painted. And I'll show you the color here in a minute. But got all 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those drilled. So I think what I'm going to do first is pull these out. These are all still just sitting in their holes. Pull them out, give it a light sanding, then epoxy these little ones in, and then epoxy the big ones in, and then give it 1 or 2 final coats before I install the clock mechanism. Okay, believe it or not, I got these main hour buttons in, and I went with a silver, believe it or not. Yeah, I'll give that a try, and I'm currently painting the arms silver, so I think that'll tie it all together, and I think it'll look good. Give me a chance here. Come on now. Come on. So anyway, everything's epoxied in there. All the buttons are epoxied in. So I've just got another coat on the arms. And give this, I did a sanding on this before the buttons went in, so I'll give this a final coat or 2, and then I can stick it together and put a hanger on it. Yeehaw! Okay, sprayed the 2 light coats on this thing after putting all those buttons on, so now we're ready to rock and roll with putting the hanger on it and putting the clock mechanism in. The hands should be about dry. Yee-haw! Okay, it's that time to put the clock in here. Your little rubber washer thingy goes in there first. And here's the clock. This is one that has a longer than normal shaft here. Put that in there. And make sure I'm in the camera here. And there's the shaft sticking out, hopefully just enough for the washer, the brass washer, and brass nutola here. And I'm going to get a little pair of pliers, tighten that nut, and then we'll put the arms on. Okay, I just carefully and gently took these pliers and tightened that nut on there while I held the clock in the back. Then this rubber thing helps that clock from spinning. Now let's see, here's the arms painted silver. The hour hand goes on first. It has a round hole. Be careful not to bend these things. Just to press it. It's on. And then it goes the hour hand. That's a little kind of hole because it's top part shaft. That side on. Just go like that. This flat. Make sure that and then that goes on there. It'll slow that down. So sorry to try using it here. Sorry to bend here. Go down. Going down. That first. Line that right. Hold the old guy in hand here. No. Check this out. Make sure that yeah, I'll try it. Yeah, what's going on here. Okay, finally got them arms on, and I've let them put a battery in it, let them rotate around, make sure it clears all of the markers. Everything looks good, so I'm fixing to put a hanger on it, get it hung up, and get some final pictures. Okay, I got the hanger on the back. I went with this because it screws in and I think it holds a little more weight better than these little sawtooth things that go in with just little nails. So I screwed that in and I put a dab of glue on the screw as well. So that's setting up. And what else here? And that clock's gonna hang. Homestead Deb helped me look at all the four different ways this thing could hang, so it's going to be something like that. This is going to be the top. This out the side seemed to look the best, so that's how we're going. Alright, there is the Cypress cookie clock hanging up. Dog barking in the background. Got 3 slab stitcher bow ties in this thing, walnut bow ties to secure the cracks, plus there's biscuits going in those cracks on the back as well. And maple buttons for the intermediate markers, and wood buttons painted silver to match the arms on the 12, 3, 6, and 9 positions. So there we go. Looks pretty dang good, I'd say. See you around. Bye-bye.